chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Afternoon, we lay awake in bed. The laugh so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild. Summer sky, it was the best we ever had. And we'll stay on forever, we'll never have regrets. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild.
All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Oh, it says my bitrate's horrible. What the hell? Oh, it's in my stream manager. Okay. Stream manager, go away. YouTube guy, you can also go away. Okay. All right, guys. So we should be looking pretty good for the most part. Okay, so I'm going to try leaving music on today, make this a little less quiet in the stream. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. It's just very basic YouTube audio library music. It's not copyright. It's none of that craziness. So I know it's not going to be like super like, yeah, let me dance or, you know, sing or whatever. But, you know, it's better than silence. All right. So, guys, wow. Last night we did a lot, right? So we got the AIO cooler on, we got the radiator and all the fans set up. That was a pain in the ass, by the way. And we got the motherboard in. Obviously, we got the CPU in. M.2 cards in. Both our RAM sticks are in. So, and we were working on kind of wiring things up. Now, I got to the point where I was so tired last night I couldn't think, which is why we ended stream where we did. Otherwise, I would have kept going. But, you know, it happens. It is what it is, right? So, with that being the case, the The biggest issue that we got to get around today is going to be these the fans. Oh, here. Sorry, you guys can't even see me, can you? Hi, there we go. Hi, there we are. Okay. So anyways, the biggest issue that we're going to have today is those fans, man. The fans are going to be rough today, guys. Fans are going to be difficult, to say the least. I pretty much figured out I can't really give you guys like great views, so we're going to move the camera back a bit so you guys can at least see like what I'm doing and how I'm doing stuff and whatever, so you're not just staring at like this blank thing. If we need to come in and like, you know, do a zoom or whatever, I guess we'll do that. Unfortunately, I had a better option. Probably right about there would be my guess, but we're gonna have to take a look. Let me see. Look at the laptop. Come here, laptop. All right, let's have a look, see how much we can see here. All right, there we go. Okay, I mean, listen. Y'all are part of the family now. You can see my messy office at the moment. See all the little wires hanging up there. I'm gonna move those out of the way a little bit. I don't really need to see a ton more than maybe that stuff there. I don't know, something like that. All right, there we go. We're gonna call that good. Anyway, so yeah, I'll move the camera as we get into stuff. It's really hard to get these angles on here without like the proper camera equipment, but doing the best I can. So hopefully you guys still enjoy the stream and you're still enjoying, you know, hanging out with me while doing this build. All right, so like I said, we're working on the fans. GPU is going to be getting installed soon, but my first priority is getting this stuff wired up and then also the power supply. I have no plans of putting the GPU in until last, basically, because it's the easiest part to put in, easiest to wire up. It's not hard at all. So let's go ahead and get some gloves on first and foremost, and then we'll go ahead and get started with getting this PC finished up. I think it sounds like a pretty good idea, anyway. So we'll get started with that and see how it goes here. Now, the way these fans work is they're daisy chained around. So I'm going to go through and check the daisy chains, because I'm pretty sure I made sure to do like these front I/O portions here, and then I went down and I went through the whole thing, and I did down here as well, and it should be leading into the back. If I did my job right, but I'm pretty sure I did do that, and I daisy chained the whole thing. So we're going to find out here shortly. And we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Once we have all that done with the fans and stuff, then we can kind of move on into the next stuff. Now, I do still have a hard drive that needs to get installed. Where'd it go? The only part that isn't brand new. This guy right here. So this hard drive is going to get installed as well here soon. This is just a straight up SSD. It's not hard to install. I'm just kind of waiting till the last minute, because again, like I said, I don't really think that's going to be an issue. And it honestly, it installs. I'll show you guys back here. So the SSD literally can install here if I want it to. There is another. I thought there was another spot back here for it. Maybe I was tripping. I might have been tripping. Anyways, we'll find a spot for it, but I think right here is probably just fine. We can install it there, and it's no big deal. I swear there's another spot for it. But anyways, so yeah, we got to get to looking and see what we can work out with all this. Get this PC built and get her done. All right, let's see. So we got that guy in there. Got these guys all wired up-ish. Okay, so I think we still got to do some wiring here, because we got these fans in here that are running off into lead lines. And these lead lines are all well and good. But I think I need to run them over maybe, or something along those lines. Let's see. They also got the AIO pump running in here as well. That's all connected. Let me just check, because I've got lines going from all over, all kinds of places. So let me look. Let's see what that looks like. So I've got this fan's lines right here connected to this fan, then to this fan, and then to this back fan here is connected as well. So all of those, and then these, my front IO panel, or my front panel IO panel. Listen to me, bro. The front panel here, I think is, yeah, okay. So I can see that one's connected. That one's connected. That one's connected. And then it just kind of ends here at the bottom. I didn't really connect it to anything else, so I do need to run lines from this side, this top, all the way over. So that way it's all daisy chained together. And then we need one last line to come out. It's going to connect directly to the motherboard. So let's go ahead and try to handle that. See what we can do there. All right. So we also have the IO stuff that's got to get done as well. And then, which that's what that cable's for. We'll deal with that later. All right. So what do I need? Well, I think. See here. So I need connections to go from this last one here, because it ain't going to shit, I don't think, is it? Let's look here. Yeah, no, we need a connection there and this out. So I think we'll connect the front one here to the motherboard, because that's got the easiest line in, it looks like. And then we'll run these other ones here. There's two really long ones there that got to get connected somewhere, and then I've got the rest of these as well. So I think we're going to utilize all these cables appropriately and get it all worked out. Man, oh man, do I have a headache today, guys. I'll tell you what. You don't drink enough water, that hurts. I was so thirsty yesterday. But it's all good. We're going to fix that. No headaches for me today. All right. All right. Anyways, let's see. So I think how this is going to work, like I said, I think I want to run, I want to run this guy off into the sunset right here, because he's going to go direct connect into, oh wait, that's kind of an issue though, right? Because where's the other connection? Oh, okay. Never mind, we'll be all right. Because I can connect it up here too. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to run this guy up in here, and he's going to come up to the bottom here. Because he's going to plug in for our fans. So that guy's going to go up there. We'll just let him sit up there for now. I know where he's going. And then this guy is a power. I don't remember seeing where the power for these fans plugged in at. Unless it's in my power supply unit, which very well could be, but I'm not 100%. Let's see. I don't know if they plug into the board or is it into, here we go, here's all the cables. 24 pin to EPS ATX 12 volts. More 12 volts, 12 volts, 12 volts. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that says I'm gonna plug this in there, so I don't know about that. Let me let's do a little bit of research real quick here. Let me pop over to my computer and we'll do a little research on this real fast. Let's say what do I have on there? That's the Nautilus, right? Okay, let's see. Somebody's got a little setup here on this, so we're gonna watch this real quick.
Hello, this is the Provoked Prawn, here to show you how to set up and wire Corsair's RS120 all-in-one cooler. It's worth noting that these fans are significantly different to Corsair's previous fans, like the AF120 RGB Elite fans seen here for example, which required a RGB hub or Commander Core or Commander Pro in order to work properly. These worked with Corsair's IQ software, one pointing to show you the direction of airflow, which is through the front, and the other to show you which way the blades spin for the installation process, and I'll talk a bit more about that in a minute. The fan has two cables coming out of it. 5-volt RGB head on your motherboard, you can see that marked here. This will vet logic for how to connect a single fan, so you connect your 3-pin RGB connection.
Okay, that's what I was, okay, I found it. That's what I was wondering, was where the connection was for the RGB, but now that we know, right? The more you know. Okay, cool. So it's actually on the front of the motherboard there. I didn't recognize it, so let's see, make sure I can find it real quick. But as long as I'm correct about that, we shouldn't have any more problems with that. So, and then we should be able to run these fans directly to our motherboard with that. All right, so let me show you guys where this goes in case anybody's wondering. All right, so on the motherboard, there's supposed to be, and right here they are. See the white guys there? I don't know how well you guys can see that, if at all. Here, I'll move the camera so you can. Let me zoom this in a little bit for y'all. Hold on. Okay. So, grab the camera here, and I want to show you guys what I'm talking about. So if you look in here, you see those white things in the corner there? So right there, in the right-hand corner next to the SATAs, so that's, if I can put it down here, that's these guys right here in this corner. Oh man, these things are nice. So those guys right there, this is where your RGB headers are, and you need to go ahead and just plug into that. Step back. Yeah. So when we're going to go daisy chain these in, let me fix the camera here. All right, when I go to daisy chain these in, they're all daisy chained with the RGB headers. So I'm only going to end up with one actual plugin for the header. So everything's going to run through one plugin on the board instead of having to use multiple things. So at least that's the idea. So that's what we're actually going to do. Finish this daisy chain off, is we're going to plug directly into the board So you got one of these that's going to come down here. And where is the fan slot? I know it's at the bottom. I marked it out yesterday, I thought. Well, shit. Where the hell did it go? All right, let me get some more light so I can see here. Put this guy down. Oh, there they are. I just couldn't see him. All right, so we're gonna run this guy. Oh, not that guy. Where's the right guy? Hey, guy, where'd you go? Oh, there he is. All right, we're gonna run this guy up in here, and this just plugs into one header. And this is actually pretty good with the whole daisy chain scenario. I like it. I think it works. Oops, get in there. There we go. All right, so that guy is fully plugged in now. There, and then we just plug our RGB header in here. Let me wire that correctly though. All right, so oh well, did I fuck that one? Oh no, I didn't. It just looked weird. All right, so and then this guy here is going to actually be wired up into the side over here. So we're going to pull him back out. Come here, big boy. Give me that. And run him in there, and then this guy just plugs. Oh shit, we need the other side. Okay. Whoops. All right, I need the other end of this, so I got to figure that out. Okay. Well, that's a thing. All right, let me see what we can do on that because I don't know at the moment. All right, let's see. So we got this guy coming down right here, which, what is that going to? Oh, that's the AIO fan thingy. So that's the RGB header for that guy, which I could have him come down here and plug in. But I'm actually wondering where the hell... So I got this one, and it should have been the right one. But it's not. So what happened here? So I have extensions, but I guess that one's not the right one. So what's... Ones that I need aren't where they're supposed to be. Put it simply. So that goes there, and that's fine. What is this? Okay. Yeah, see, that plugs that one into there, and that's good. That's the data. Something messed up. Something's not right. Let's figure out what it is. I think it's the way this AIO is going to be. That's crazy. So if I'm right, I don't know that I am, but if I am, then I'll think about this one for a minute. let's go back to that video real quick, see what he says, because I think, let's see.
A 5-volt RGB head on your motherboard. You can see that marked here. This will vary from motherboard to motherboard, but you're looking for a 3-pin connector. Usually has 5-volt markings next to it. It might say something like J Rainbow or ARGB. And then you're also looking for a chassis fan header, CHA, or sys fan header, the daisy chain connection from your next fan along, and you plug that in. And then you repeat that process with the 5-volt connection as well. So you take the adapter cable for the daisy chain set up there, you remove the little plastic cap off the top of it, and then you plug it in to that adapter here, so that you're basically sending a signal for the RGB from one fan to the next fan. The idea here is this will mean that you can then plug one fan into the header that I showed you on the motherboard, while having the signal pass through to the other fans. Now, logically, you can easily do this with 3 fans. You can connect the RGB for each of the fans together and the power for each of the fans together, and then you connect that to the motherboard. So you have a single connection from the final fan in that chain that then plugs into the motherboard on the 5-volt RGB header and the system fan header, as I've shown you already. Pretty straightforward.
All right, so that may be what I did here, guys. I may have messed this up. Put back on that song. So what I did is I went around and I linked all 7 fans together. But in my particular case, I don't think that's what I should be doing. I think I need to link only the three sets, because there is 2 ports there, so we can utilize both. So it's definitely not that we can't. So, and then we've got these 2 long ones here that are supposed to be able to just do what we need to with it. So, all right. So that means we got to do a little bit of rewiring, I guess, sort of. I mean, the good news is I can reach everything, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. All right. So what I'm going to do then is let's move some shit here. Move this guy. Good. Move that guy. Alright, so get him out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of here. Alright, we're going to remove that. And then we're going to go just right off the bat. I'm going to plug in what I need to the motherboard for one side, and then we're going to do the same with the other extension. Then we're going to figure out how the hell to plug it into the rest of the fans and how we got to rearrange our fan system here to get it to work right. So this guy is going to go into this first one here. Maybe. Go on there, big one. Okay, so he's in there. I'm gonna wire him to the back. Okay. And the next guy is this guy here, and he's going to be this side. And he's going to run this guy right here. Okay. Alright, drop him down there. Alright, so that's done. Now I'm going to take these 2 more extensions that we got here. We're going to run them properly. So this guy we get plugged in next to this guy here. Damn it. keep missing the holes here. Let's see. Pain in the ass. Thing here. No, I need to set my D&D apparently. Fuck, people start calling me about bullshit. Hold on. There we go. Should be less of an issue now. All right, let's see. No, damn it. I think this thing just keeps. Fuck are you getting stuff on, buddy? Oh, because I have that other one plugged in already? Hold on. Fuck was, I guess. Alright, well. They don't like to be plugged in beside each other, I guess. I don't know. Have an easier time with that, though. Alright, it's all plugged in there now. Alright. So that's both things here. All right, so you got one that's going to go on this side for the top and the exhaust, and the other one's going to go on the other side. So the bottom one here can get ran through the bottom. So it could be plugged in over that way, and then this guy's going to get ran through this side here. And hell, we'll run it through the bottom and then to the right there instead. Do that. That works for me. All right. Then I need one more of this guy here, the data portion, or the controller itself, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna run him through the bottom. Well, but he's gonna go to the other side. Okay. All right, so my thoughts on this is I like it, but I hate it all at the same time, because with the Commander Pro, it was easy, man. You just plug everything up and it all ran to the back. You just make it all work back there. But this, while it is less wires that you're having to manage, because they're all daisy chains the way they are, it's just a pain in the ass. You gotta kind of figure out where everything's gonna go and how to, when you got multiple sets of these anyway. So in theory, it was a good idea, but still a pain. All right, so we've got one that's coming over here for good reason. Okay. And then, so I want to mix the AO in with that. I don't know. I think the AIO has to be plugged into the headers to begin with. And did I have an RGB header at the top up here for the AIO or not? No, just the CPU fan, it looks like, and the AIO pump. Oh, but I do have another header up here that I can plug that into. Okay, so that'll solve that problem. So let's do that then. That'll make my life easier. So we're going to plug the AIO into the one of the headers that's up here for the right here actually for the motherboard. So the AIO has power that way, and we don't have to worry about it. It'll be separate from the daisy chain, of course, but it'll still all work. All right. So let's do that real quick, and then I'll start working on the other fans. All right, so take this guy here, and he needs to lay your ass down first and foremost. There we go. All right. Take this guy here, and he needs to just be plugged in. RGB header. Okay. So we'll just plug him in right here, I guess. Wait, that's a 4. We need this. Yeah, this one. There you go. Alright, so that's all plugged in now. We'll run this guy back and probably zip tie them together so we don't have all that mess back there. But, and actually we could tie into that too if we wanted to. Alright, so AIO is covered. It's plugged in where it needs to be for the pump and all that fun stuff. So we're good there. The So the next thing we go ahead and do is the fans on here. Take care of that. All right, so let's get going on that one. All right, so we still have the fans that we got to connect all together and make that work. So let's see if I can figure out how the hell I'm going to do that and get it to the board. Well, now that we have everything to the board, we just got to plug it in back here. All right, so I got this bottom one here is the one that's going over this way. So I'm going to go that one. And then where is the guy that's, and this guy was the one that's supposed to go that way. And these two are going that way. Okay, I just want to make sure I got the right things to the right places, to the right, you know, to do all the things that it's supposed to do. All right, so I'm gonna plug in up here for these. So this actually needs to be ran up, back here. If I can, we'll run it over, and I need to uncross this. Yep. Get that guy up there. And then, let's see if we can. What am I missing here? I'm missing something. Where's the other part of that cable? Okay, well I got it in there, but where the hell's the... Let's see, so it connected there and it's supposed to split off of this, but that ain't gonna work like that. Okay, let's see. We're just gonna have to work off the bottom, not the top. That's all that is. All right, that works. Okay, so instead of what I just said, we're gonna go the other way. Just gonna come all the way hell over here, and bottom one goes over there. Okay. So then that means this guy's gonna plug in right here. Okay, that's good. Probably hide him in there somewhere. And then I've got this guy. This guy's another problem that I have. Alright, we got this guy. It's going to plug in up here, I guess. I don't know why that makes sense, but it does. So. At least I hope it does. We'll find out. Power is power, though. Alright, so that runs to all of the headers and stuff up there. Get off. Alright, so that runs up there, which is fine. A little weird, but it is what it is. I think it'll work out just fine. Okay. All right, this stuff we pretty much shut back in there, which is good with me. Fine with me. All right. So do a little more cable management once we get everything plugged in, but for right now, that'll work. All right, so front is covered. So now we got to work on the back here and see if I can get that one worked out and figured out. Which may be easier said than done here. Because I got to find what I'm missing for this, and I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's not it. Where is it? All right, we're gonna take off this little shield back here so I have a little bit more room to kind of see what's going on. So I think it just pulls up, right? Is there a thing on the bottom of it? Oh yeah, there might be a screw down there. Let's have a look real quick. Ooh, let's see. No screw. Huh. What's holding me up here? Okay, let's take a look on it on the front here and see what the deal is. Something holding this thing in, but I don't know what it is. Set up in the corner or something, or what? It's loose. Just don't know how to get it out of there, I guess. Let's see. We can figure that out. There is the manual. Oh, well, actually, I know where it is. I forgot. Stupid things. QR. I don't know if I like the QR thing, guys. It's kind of driving me nuts. All right, let me look through the manual, see if I can figure out how to take that panel off, because I want access in there. I need it. God, I love coffee. All right, unscrew and tip the mount or cable cover out of the. Repeat this in reverse. Wait, so it's supposed to go forward, not backwards? No, it'll go like that, right? So unscrew it there, and it says to just tip it out. So, but that's not no worky. I got nothing. It's just stuck. Oh, here it goes. Sweet. All right. Well, now that that's out, that makes life a little bit easier when it comes to looking at this stuff. Okay. I accidentally unplugged my fans here, but that's all right. All right. So, there she is. See, I knew it was missing. And there it is. Found it right away. Look at that. All right, so I found both the connections I was missing right up top, right here on this first fan. So I guess I should have paid attention to that when I put those fans in, so I could have wired it a little better. But it is what it is, so I'm cool with it. We're just gonna probably wire this guy up around the side, maybe? No, well, we're gonna go up here, I guess. And yeah, all right. Let's get it plugged in first, and then we'll figure all that out. But yeah, it needs to be. This guy right here is our must-have. There we go. So he's now plugged in, and then where's the, yeah, that guy. And this guy just plugs right the hell in there. Well, it's super easy for this side. Now, let me reevaluate this other thing real quick and make sure I got that right as well. Because I had to plug these into two different sides. I got one down here and one up here, so I'm kind of wondering if I messed up somewhere on that one too. So since I'm in here, let's go ahead and take a look and see if we can kind of fix this fan configuration a little bit. Because I don't like that, and it feels weird. So especially after finding the other one that I could plug in with both in one area. So I messed something up along the lines where I'm getting at. All right, so I want it down here, so let's do this. Let's unplug all of these fans, and then we'll replug them up according to how they need to be plugged in. Here's the missing Okay, got him, and oh yeah, this guy needs to be unplugged. Okay. So the way this should have gone is the shorties here should have been the ones that got plugged in, I guess, together. So you got. Oh, well, I guess it didn't quite work that way, does it? Okay. All right. So if I unplug this bottom one here, and let's just go off of that. And I don't want the long ones left. I want these short ones left because those are the ones that I need for the plugins here for the motherboard. So let's plug that in first. That one's in, and then let's get the other guy here plugged in. All right, and now that guy's in. All right, so I got those two plugged in, so that's gonna go there, and then now we're gonna daisy chain up from there. I guess this is probably the easiest way to install this. Kind of wish I knew beforehand, but you know, hindsight's 20/20, right? So now we're gonna run these guys up here where they need to be. Okay, there's that. And then this guy. Good. Now this guy's going to be running up to these guys. So that's that. That guy. And then one more. This guy is going to be running over to this one. And then we'll go back and cap all these ones that I don't need that are all over the place. There we go. All right, so now that's properly daisy chained. I had that so messed up. So I'm glad I got the chance to fix it. I'm glad I went ahead and just, did what I had to do there and removed all that stuff. So now it's connected appropriately without any issues whatsoever. And I believe we did okay on this one as well, although I don't like these being over here. I want them to be on the other side, so I'm going to remove these, and we are going to do the same thing on the top that we did on the side there, and just have them moved over basically. So let's go ahead and I think it'd probably be easier if we work from the other side in this particular case. I don't know, actually. Let's just lay it down flat and go with that. Whew, getting a little hot. Hang on one sec, guys. I got a strip. Good Lord. Yeah, it's 40-some degrees out this morning, and then now it's warming up, I guess. So, hold on, let me move my mic. Yeah, I'm starting to sweat over here, man. Oh, there we go. Throw that in the corner. All right, now that I'm not all hot and stuff, let me okay. So yeah, I want to daisy chain these from the top, and I want it to end with over in that corner there instead of what I had. So let's figure that out. And then I had one extra fan, which is probably what's throwing everything off, and we'll just plug that in separately, I think. And that may be the easiest thing to do. It's probably why I didn't end the way I wanted to over here as well. So, but yeah, we'll fix it. We'll get her fixed. All right. So we got the fan on the exhaust there. So I'm gonna push all this back here. That's where it needs to be. And everybody's unplugged now. So this fan actually needs to, probably going to run it more towards the chassis fan plug-in over here. And then there's an RGB connection. Well, actually, there's only one RGB connection up here. So I don't do we want to deal with that? Because it's still got to get chained in properly. And maybe that was what I had to do, is what I had, guys. Because unfortunately, chaining all 4 of them in like that may be what needs to be done, because I don't see another RGB plug-in on this board. Which means, I mean, I've got one, but it's not the right one that I need. It's for it's an actual RGB header for something else. Yeah. All right. Well, in that case, that means that we are not going to be doing what I just said, and we're probably going to hook it up the way we just found it. All right. Well, that's fine. I really wanted it in that corner. I just wish I could have found a better way to do it, but without that extra RGB header, it's not going to work right. So, unless no, I can't do that anyways. Yeah, hell, there ain't nothing I can do with that. All right, well, let's see, we got this last guy here. Let's see if we can just do this setup then. And, get him all untangled for one would be helpful. 2, let's go ahead and get this all worked out. That guy. You know what, let's start from the other end and see if I can still accomplish this. I might be able to, but it's going to be this fan that ends everything, and everybody else is going to be plugged into that. Is what's going to happen. The only problem with that is that everything for this fan, the exhaust fan, is going to be hella short. No, I have to have everything plugged in with the... Okay. You know what? I got this. I got this, guys. It'll be okay. We got this. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I've got these 2 basic cables here that plug into the motherboard. We're going to run them. Hold on. We're going to run them all the way up to the top here. I'm going to run them up through this. So I can gain access to them. Get up there. Nope. Get in there. Don't play with me. Okay. And then we'll run this other guy up here as well. And then what we're gonna do, take these 2 guys here. Well, there's one. Where the hell the other one go? There it is. Take these 2 guys here. We're gonna plug it into our exhaust fan. So that's what's gonna run out to the board, and that's gonna be our starter. That's where everything starts, if you will. Okay. All right. Cool. So now that that's ran out, we can feed that stuff back through, and then I'll connect everything again from that point. So from there, we've got those 2 plugged in. So from there, we need to go ahead and connect the rest of this here. So these 2 are going to get plugged into these 2 guys. Just from that fan. All right. So I know you guys can't see, but the basics of it is I'm running it from here to here to here to here, and then that's it. It allows me to have the connections on the left side like I wanted, but also keep the daisy chain, in theory. So, all right, so I got that one done, so that fan's done, so now I need the 2 guys for that fan to go to this fan. It's like a complicated puzzle, y'all. It's fun as fuck, but damn it, it's frustrating sometimes. All right, let's see. It's also really fun when you get to see everything work, which we're going to get to see today, hopefully. Assuming I did my job right anyways. All right, so, cool. We got one more. One more connection here. All right, done. And then done. Almost. There we go. All right, so now all that's plugged in, so I can shove all that stuff back up there, and we're all good there. All right, so now we have all of our fans wired up appropriately. No issues whatsoever there. So we're looking pretty good with that. So I think I'm going to leave that panel off for right now until I've got like power supply and all that stuff in, and then we're going to do cable management. But yeah, guys, so that's done. We're looking pretty much okay, I think, on everything. And cap off these last two back here, and then we'll do some cable management here in a little bit. And I got to hook up this I/O panel still for the case. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do some cable management on this and get all that cleared up. I just want to get everything plugged in. I don't tend to do cable management till almost last because you just don't want to have to redo everything, and it's a whole thing, guys. I promise. It is a pain. So what I do, however, do is I give myself little markers on where I want stuff to be at, because I do forget, and I will forget, and it happens more often than not. So yeah, I'll do like a couple cables, and I'll just put it in a spot that I wanted it to be at for whatever reason. These little cable ties are great, so you got to use them. Holy shit. Can't get my fingers in there. All right, well, that's there-ish. Okay, so that was cool. All right, let's run this I/O thing here. Now, there's a specific way you have to plug all that in, so I'm going to look that up real quick and see for the motherboard. It's not too bad. I was actually talking to one of my subscribers the other day, and they're really cool. But I kind of explained to them, like, how the I/O panel and stuff should get plugged in and all that. Man, I've got a mess of cross wires here. I'll pull this guy out. Come on. Dude. There he goes. But anyways, yeah, so okay, there we go. I was talking to somebody else about it the other day. It's not too hard to do that. It's just, you really gotta I'm sorry, I'm just trying to make sure it plugs in right. So you really just got to pay attention to what you're doing to make sure it's right. So if you guys don't understand what it is, so basically it's this. Where'd that cable go? How'd it go? Oh, there it is. So I don't know. You guys can't see shit. All right. So there's 4 of these on here. Let me move the camera so you guys can see what the hell I'm talking about. This is something that usually a lot of new builders get tripped up on and whatever, because it's a little complicated. And to be fair, the fans can be kind of a pain as well. All right, I'll kind of show you guys what I'm talking about here. So, and there's always trouble when there's something new, right? Anytime there's something new, you got to learn all the lessons. You got to pay for your new stuff. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. So you got a power LED, a power LED positive, power LED negative, power switch, and then a reset switch. All of these get plugged in here, but what order do you plug it in, right? And you got to kind of read where everything is and all that stuff. And it does tell you. You just got to figure out how to do it correctly, and that's the thing. So that's where the manuals come in handy, because the manual will come through and be like, oh yeah, it gets plugged in here and here and here, and all that stuff. So that's why I say you just got to go through and look at the manuals. See what's good with that. Okay. I don't know how well you guys can hear me. It looks like that volume's pretty loud on this thing. Let me drop this down. There you go. Maybe that's a little better. See what's going on there. I'm sorry if you guys couldn't hear me. Hopefully that's a little better. It looked like it was pretty damn loud. So my apologies. All right. So we want to look at the I/O plugins. Where's the I/O plugins? So it's either in your CPU manual or it's going to be in your case. All right, system panel header is probably what it's going to be. No, front panel. No. Yeah, maybe system header, panel header. Let's check that out. What is that? 1-19. Yeah, here it is. So I don't know how much you guys can see, but I'll show you best I can here. So if you look in this book, you should be able to see it. It actually lays out where each one goes and how it's supposed to go. So like how the cable is supposed to be. So on this one in particular, it's telling me that we're going to go left to right here. So you got the system power LED header. So you got a positive and a negative for that. So if we take this and we look on here, we got power switch, power LEDs, right? So the power LED is the one we're looking for. And they go right next to each other on the top portion of this. So let's see if we can look here. Make sure I got my orientation right. 2, 2, 2, and then 1 towards, yeah, okay. And I do. So, where's your reset? So you got power switch plugged into the top 2, it looks like. And then the reset gets plugged into the bottom. Wait, and then you got power. Wait, which one's which here? Hold on now. Those are speakers. So there are just 2 spots for power LED? All right, this is where I'm going to go ahead and check the case manual as well, just to see if they have any insight in there, because it got it a little bit confusing on this whole scenario. Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Yeah, no, that's just the F panel. It doesn't have an adapter though, does it? Okay, case does not have a reset button or HDD, so the hard drive activity LED. Do I have an adapter cable? I have an adapter cable. I'm going to use that shit. Let's see. I haven't seen one, so I don't think so, but check. Yeah. I don't have an adapter, at least not in this stuff. I think that's a separate thing. That would have been nice though, freaking adapter cable. That would have been great. All right, well, all good. This is what it is, right? Put that over there. I'll deal with that later. Those are SATA cables. Okay. All right. Well, then, you know, so we know we don't have a hard drive LED on this, so we don't have to worry about that. Still trying to figure out why the hell there's two sections for power LED on this, though. Okay, so it's just a 2-pin or a 3-pin is what that's saying. Oh, okay. So that's just a different thing. So we want the 2-pin. That's why. They just give you the option. It's kind of dumb, but okay. All right, so the 2-pin, which side does the plus side go on here? It's far left side. Okay. And then you got the LED on the inside here, so it's going to be swapped like that. All right, so that's the negative. Oh, Lord. All right, negative and positive there, and then the power switch. Power switch. Power switch looks like it's you got a ground, and then you got well, unless I'm wrong here, I think it's trying to say that we need to do this here. Wow. Don't really give you much room on this, do they? Alright, so we need to come out a bit further is what we need to do. Let's separate these a bit more. There we go. Alright. Yeah, unless I'm wrong, I think your standard power switch guy is going to go right frickin' there. Okay. And then the reset switch is right behind that. Directly behind that. Right. Yep. Oh hell, that's a pain in the ass. Well, maybe I can get it plugged in, y'all. All right, let me pull this guy out first. Come on. Out. Thank you. Those two stay. Come on now, damn it. There we go. All right, and then the last one's this front guy here. Whew, man, you gotta like twist these all up and do all kind of craziness. All right. Yeah, that adapter is worth its weight in gold. I highly suggest that if you guys can afford the extra cash when you're building. Just go for the damn adapter because it's worth it all day. You can get it right. You just you gotta work at it a little bit, and it does make life a little easier. All right. So cool thing is we're all done there. All gravy. Sweet. Okay, so I/O front I/O is plugged in, so we're all good with that. Let me back this camera up a little bit. Well, you guys can see though down here. Well, maybe. Let's see. There you go. That's where I had to plug them all in. It's just this tiny little area. It's a pain. But as long as you get it right, your I/O and everything should work, and that's something we'll test when we get it working too. So, all right, let me move this camera back up so y'all can see. Move it back. In that general direction, I guess. Okay. All right. Round 2. Okay. So all that stuff is done with that. So we're at the point where I think we can go ahead and do our power supply, and then we can start wiring everything up, and graphics card's going to go in right after that. So that should be pretty damn cool. Oh, I almost forgot the SSD. Dude, almost forgot that SSD. All right, let's do the SSD real quick. Make sure that's done. Now, does it mount on the bottom? I don't know. Let's check the manual and see where SSDs are supposed to be mounted. But I think I can mount it to a whole lot of different places. But let's just see what the good old manual says on where you're supposed to be able to do all that. All right, let's see. Yeah, so I can mount it to the bottom there, or I can mount it in the back. I don't really care about my SSD being shown, so I don't care to have that be a thing. But yeah, so we can mount it to the back of the motherboard plate there, and I think that'll do just fine. Now, I will say I could have put that radiator on the back there where I took that panel out. That would have been cool. And we may still have to if we run out of room for the graphics card. We'll have to see. Yeah, we're going to have to see on that one. All right. We'll figure it out. Anyways, yeah, so that SSD just mounts to that back panel back there. So let's go ahead and take that panel off real quick, and we'll do that. Makes things nice and easy. I like this being able to do stuff like that because I don't have to do anything crazy. And I mean, look at that. I put this guy literally to the side over there, let him hang out. And then I got this panel, and then I got my SSD right here that we're just going to line up on here. Probably right here, I would imagine, but let's see. Yep, right there looks pretty good. So we'll line her up and bada bing, bada boom. Then I need some screws for the SSD. Yeah, I know I got some minis in here somewhere. Yeah, those guys right there, I think. Go. Oh, wait. Okay, I did do that right. All right. Had to make sure the ports were facing towards the bottom, so that way when I went in and did all the things, the SATA cable and the power is going to be easy enough to run to it. Okay. Cool. All right, so now it's just on there like that, so that's good enough. Kind of, here, let me put my screws away real quick here so we don't lose them. You know what? Let me check the sound on my stream real quick. I feel like that's really loud still, guys, so give me a sec. Let me take a look. Might hear a little double action here, but it is what it is. Okay. Well, it doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, it doesn't sound too bad.
Well, it doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, I guess it was super loud earlier, though. All right. Sorry about that for those that got their ears blown out. All right. Anyways, all right, all that stuff's put back. We're all gravy there. Back over here. All right. Now, rawr. Bring this guy back over here. All right, cool. So we got that guy plugged in, and then we'll take one of these lovely SATA cables and plug that in just so it's there and done. Man, I'm really trying to decide what I like here. I don't know if I like any of that, but just not sure. Oh, they're on the bottom, my bad. See if I can do this without having to see too much. Yeah, no shot. So, all right, all good. We'll at least plug her into the drive here. Okay, and then we'll turn it around and take a look here. All right. Fucking time. I don't know what time. All right. All right, and then we'll just plug this guy in down here. Nice and smooth like right there. All right, guys, so it's kind of driving me nuts now that I'm thinking about it. I want to make sure that the graphics card fits in this thing the way it's supposed to, because I have this radiator like it is. I'm a little bit concerned that it's not gonna do what it should. So also, I'm looking at the fans and all that, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I'd like to have the fans on the inside instead of the outside in reality, but like you kind of get one thing or another, So, but the fans help beautify the whole situation. So I'm not sure what I want to do with that yet. I may or may not change this front panel. I'm going to sit here and think about it now because I really don't know. I mean, it would be a lot of work to go back through and do it, but I've already done it once, so I know how. And I'm actually thinking about changing it to like this back panel here, which I think would be so much cleaner. But I need to see what the graphics card is going to be first, because I'm going to have fans and stuff sticking out of the back there, and I need to see how far that graphics card is going to be off of there. Also, worst case scenario, I could literally just have the radiator swapped to the inside of this and connected directly to the frame, and then have the fans on the inside here doing their thing. I didn't like that earlier though, so I don't know that I'll be doing that because it looks weird. Also, if I put it on the back, I'm going to have to change the fans up at the top here and flip them over. See, I don't know, man. It's going to mess up the whole thing. Let's check the graphics card first. I think that's the right move here. Let's check the graphics card. So it's finally time to open up the RTX 5070 that we waited 5 million years for over at Micro Center. So let's take a look and see what that looks like and see what this build is going to start looking like. Now, I don't even want to get out the power supply because I really want to see what this graphics card is looking like. I usually save it to last, but in this case, I really want to know what I'm looking at. So, time for the RTX 5070 unboxing. Guys, this is the thing with this card. I talked about it earlier. I'm going to talk about it again. Hold on, let me move the camera up so you guys can see. There we go. All right. So I talked about this in the beginning of the video, and I'm going to talk about it again. I waited 16 hours for this graphics card. This whole thing, the only reason we're even doing this build is because of this graphics card. And for those of you that have been watching YouTube and know all the stuff, or think you know what you know about this graphics card, well, I haven't tested it personally yet, obviously. I've watched all the videos too. I've seen all the negative comments and whatever, but my understanding is this. The basics of it is they did some really shitty marketing with this and basically lied about what this is capable of. Okay? That's the truth. That's what NVIDIA did. They more or less did shitty marketing. But the truth is this is still an okay card. There's nothing wrong with it. Is it going to be better than the 4080? No. Is it going to be better than the 5080? No. It's not going to be better than the 5090. It's definitely not going to be better than the 4090. But the fact is, at the end of the day, for me anyways, this card was $550. That's still cheaper than the 4070, 4070 Ti, 5080, and so on. Now, I know the RX 9070 release as far as AMD goes, but here's the thing about that. And I'm probably going to do a video on this later. Let me know if you guys want me to. But the thing is, with the AMD card, it doesn't support streamers and guys that are recording. If I got the AMD card, the only thing I was going to be able to do is gaming, because I've had AMD cards in the past, and they are really tough to stream with. You end up having to turn your settings way down and all that because it can't handle all that going at it at once. Whereas these things, they can handle the multitasking. NVIDIA has done a really good job with that, but also the software that has gone with NVIDIA is what works really, really well. That's why I chose an NVIDIA card over an AMD. So that's my own personal reason. I know it's super niche, and I know 90%, probably 95% of you guys out there aren't going to get a NVIDIA card over the RX 5070, and that makes sense, or 9070, and that makes sense for you guys because you're just looking to game. Cool, do your thing, man. It's a good card. The RX 9070, I think, is a good card from what I've heard. It's also about the same price, so good for you guys. But on my end, I need something that can do everything that I need to do. This is my gaming and streaming PC, and I need it all to work out phenomenally well. So that's what I'm working on. That's why we have this card. So now that that's out of the way, let's open up the card, see what it looks like, and see if it's going to fit the case. So that's the biggest thing. I did get measurements of the case, but I didn't consider the measurement of the radiator. And so that's something we're going to have to look at. And I may have to change configuration completely up if that measurement doesn't match up. So that's what we're looking at. So let's just see what we got. All right. Okay. All right, that's all done. There we go. All right, so this is the RTX 5070 unboxing. Let's see what we're looking at. I still like the packaging that it did on this. So pretty cool. All right, let's see. Oh, it's like, oh. So for you viewers out there who want to see, there it is. It's what it looks like when you open her up. You got a whole little Asus packet here. Probably manuals and stuff. We'll put that to the side for now. Nice little cover. And then we've got, oh, cool. They included your splitter cables for your power supply in here. And then also I don't know what that's for. Not sure what that's for. I guess we'll check it out and see. And then they've got the card itself, which is this guy right here. Nice looking card, I think. So let's take her out and see what that looks like. Look at that. I love opening up new GPUs, guys. It's so pretty. Look at it. Look at her. She looks great, doesn't she? Isn't that awesome? Absolutely awesome. All right. So I'm not going to go too much further with it. I'm not taking off plastic wrap or any of that stuff yet because I literally just want to see how it fits in the case and what it looks like when I got everything in there. So we're even going to leave the covering and all that on there. This is a irreplaceable card, and I literally mean irreplaceable. All right. So here's the thing, guys. We got more than enough room. I've got all this over here. I know you can't really see, but there's a ton of room here. I'm not going to have any problems installing this at all. So the good news is I don't have to worry about that. So to answer my next question, God, so pretty though. I mean, listen, I know you guys are hating on the card, but you cannot deny this looks like a badass card. And you know, we'll see how well it works, right? So if I'm hoping it'll work. So from what I hear, it's as good as or just almost as good as the 4070 or 4070 Ti. So it kind of matches up with the 4070 Ti in some things, but not others. I don't know. There's a whole thing with it, but the basics of it is it's supposed to be pretty good. I'm excited, guys. I really am. I'm excited to play some games on this. I'm excited to see the whole thing. I'm just excited. So we're going to see how all that goes. But I'm going to put it back right now because we will not be doing anything crazy with that at the current moment. I am going to be finishing this build before we do anything else. But that is super cool. I love it. Absolutely awesome. All right. Back in the box she goes, and now that we know the GPU will fit regardless, I really wasn't sure how big it was, so I wanted to make sure everything, would have more than enough clearance, but we are more than fine. Really not an issue. So we're looking really, really good for that. All right, I'm going to put that back. So now I got to answer the question of, do I want... So I'm thinking about the beautification of it. I don't care that much, but I care. If I'm making any sense whatsoever, I do. I care to the point of I want to know if this thing's going to be worthwhile or not. So, because the worst thing is I don't want to start this up and be completely unhappy with the way it looks because I have the radiator configured like this. Now I can, like I said, put the radiator on the back of the case, utilizing this guy right here. And we put him on the back, and then, the radiator can actually... So with the way this is set up, I think I can probably even almost hide the radiator to a point as well by having... Here, you know what? Let's put this thing in real quick, and let's just see. Shits and giggles, right? Let's just see what that looks like. So I believe it's supposed to go in like this. Move everything out of the way, of course. No, I think it goes the other way, like that. All right. And then it just locks into these portals I got here somewheres. Well, I see one anyways. Where the hell's the other one? Oh, is it supposed to just lock in with the thing here? Or is it supposed to go in there like that? All right, hang on. Gotta figure out what the hell here. Got something going on. Let's see. All right, that thing is annoying the hell out of me. Where's my cable cutters? Kind of thingies. Where? Come on now. There they are. Come here, you. Cut this zip tie they got right here that's just in my way, making this whole thing in my way. There we go. Get off there. All right. Okay. Now I can see. Maybe we can get this in properly now. All right. So, I understand. So this is going to screw up in the top up there. So I think this is supposed to go like this here. Supposedly. Oh wait, it's supposed to go back further. That's what it is. Okay. I did that for no reason, but whatever. It's all good. Okay. And in reality, though, I want all this to run. It needs to be flat down there, right? That to run properly. Yeah. Because that guy goes up there like that. But this cable here, on the bottom here, needs to be ran behind this. Kind of like, you know, hold on here. Let's see. Oh, damn it. There we go. Like that. All right, and all that stuff's ran behind. So, short answer is no.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, be quiet. Alexa's over here talking crap. Y'all hear this? So anyways, the radiator kind of takes a deep dive in here and then it pushes out. So I can move this whole configuration like that and put it in the back, which would be pretty cool. And then it leaves the front for really, there's nothing on the front. But I definitely want like exhaust coming out the back for sure, because that definitely makes sense to me anyways. Where's that panel at for the back? Yeah, it's got a whole filter and everything on the back there. So we could also have it incoming from the back as well. I don't know what's worth it here, guys. Let's see. Thing is, I want the PC to look really good too. So, I mean, considering the fans are all RGB, we want to be able to see them. Now on this, you can see it from the front for sure because you know that's where all the fans are. But I'm thinking we might want to be able to see it in the case, not, you know. I'm also thinking I probably should have got another 3-pack of fans. I didn't realize this case could hold this many fans. I would have had fans back here as well. So that means it holds a total of 3, 6, 9, 10 fans. That's crazy. I'm just trying to decide what to do with this. Not sure at the moment. You guys have any suggestions, let me know. Let me know in the comments if you're watching this after and see what you would have done. I do like the idea that the fans would be back here. I think that would be pretty cool and kind of puts them up for display. I mean, you don't pay money for RGB fans unless you're going to use them, right? I mean, this front panel is all well and good, but it's all graded off anyway. So, and to be fair, I'm not sure how many people are going to actually see it. Oh man, my neighbor's dog is like throwing a fit. Hmm. Well, so I think I want to think on this a bit longer is what I think. So here's what we're going to go ahead and do, y'all. We're going to go ahead and take a lunch break since it is 100% lunchtime. And you know what? I usually take about an hour for lunch. So I'll end stream just so you guys aren't sitting here or whatever. Nah, you know what? I'll leave it up on break. So yeah, that's what it'll be. I'll be back in about an hour or so for after lunch is over. And we'll continue the build. I'm going to do a little bit of research on my own, I think, while I'm waiting and just kind of see how this whole scenario works. And, you know, I take it back. We'll end it. I think it's rude for just in case anybody comes in or whatever. So we'll end it. And I'll come back after lunch. We'll restart the stream up and I'll let you guys know what I decide. All right. See y'all soon.